Now, Kiev has promised to investigate what happened, but even now, questions are emerging as to who fanned the violence. The police there failed to keep order, and an examination by Russia's Channel 1 says they may have even colluded with provocateurs dressed as pro-Russian activists. RT's Igor Piskunov explains.
Despite all the tensions and violence going on in southeastern Ukraine, authorities in Odessa decided to allow a football match, knowing it would gather ultras on the city's streets, many of whom are known for their ultra-right views and support of the new authorities in Kiev. They were also granted permission to hold pro-Maidan marches in the city's center, and so they did, and were met by these guys, many of whom were carrying sticks, different types of sticks, rocks, wearing helmets, masks, and the St. George ribbon, which you can see on this man in particular. This ribbon has become a symbol of the pro-Russian or anti-government movement. The most vivid identification marks that most of them were wearing was the red Scotch tape on their arms. And here is where the first questions begin to appear, since some of the police officers there are also seen wearing the same exact red Scotch tape on their arms, which is a bit strange given that authorities in Odessa support the new government in Kiev. Police did appear to try to keep the two conflicting sides away from each other, but there's lots of footage which actually shows, and there's confirmation from witnesses, that in certain areas, police actually seemed to engage in some sort of cooperation with the alleged anti-government forces. And there's more. There's footage showing men from the side of the anti-Maidan radicals firing at the crowd of ultras from behind the police lines. Frankly, all of this footage draws even more questions about what really happened in Odessa on that tragic day. But whoever these people were, from whichever side, it's very clear the guys with the red Scotch tape on their arms, who seem to have provoked the violence, were if not operating along with the police, but they weren't stopped by the authorities, definitely.